And it is so. Greetings to all of the mystics in the garden of milk and honey on this glorious day, honey. Higher guidance and love to all of you. And as we dock our ships and head on down into the garden of milk and honey with our Heart Genesis Dog 2 honey on the ones and twos, I want to welcome you all back to Dog Nation Presents Brunch with the Goddess. Yes. Today, you decide what you become. It's your girl Genesis Malkia on the ones and twos, letting you know that Brunch with the Goddess starts now. Our motto is to rebuild all women, right? Right where you are, beyond your design.
One dog at a time.
Is Brunch with the Goddess with your girl on the ones and twos, Genesis Malkia, the dog.
Hey, there's a disclaimer. I'm going to put a disclaimer up in here because this is just all about personal opinions and the personal opinions of prototypes. So don't take nothing that we say on here and run with it. 3330, that is content. However, that was divine intervention.
Right. I did.
Because an idiot will come right on this motherfucker and try to run with what the hell we saying, try to sue our black asses. So I'm glad that happened the way it happened. Okay, pardon my French.
You're listening to Dog Nation Radio.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever.
And better
like I never
than
left.
ever.
It's Genesis Malkia on the ones and twos, bringing you Dog Nation Presents
Genesis Malkia.
Brunch with the Goddess. We're doing our season 3, so walk with me as we continue our journey on creating and fixing the vibe, the beyond the design. One dog at a time.
It's Genesis Malkia on the ones and twos, rocking it like never before. It's Dog Nation Presents Brunch with the Goddess.
You're listening to your favorite DJ. It's none other than Dog Nation Presents Brunch with the Goddess with Genesis Malkia.
Did you know he was talking about a dog the whole time?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And niggas used to try to make up with their women
With that song.
by playing that damn song. Don't play like that. Ooh,
You call me a bitch? Am I? You call me a bitch?
Respectfully.
he didn't even know the man was talking about a damn dog.
You call me a bitch? What you calling a bitch?
Out of this world. But we also live separate lives. We come together as Dog Nation Presents. And if anyone is over here that is familiar with us, you all know us from Spreaker. We were on every day of the fucking week.
Every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes,
Every day.
Yes,
And personally, I feel like we weren't getting the exposure that we needed. Previously to that, reaching out to the community, bringing awareness to people right here in our backyard. Please don't go tiptoe on into our Q&A, okay?
Definitely.
The first thing we talked about, now I was on my way home from work, and you asked the question. And that question was,
If you break up, stop dating, divorce, whatever you call it, a person, does your family break up with them too? Should your family break up with them too? Now, I think if the only dynamic that I think should be acceptable or whatever the case that I probably would accept as if you've done life together and you've been within that dynamic for a long time and people have their own actual separate relationships with these people, then that's one thing. But if you only know them for the fact of being my sister's husband or being my brother's wife, and you haven't done life with them, you haven't, shared anything with them or anything like that, then you don't have any loyalty or ties. You shouldn't have any loyalty or ties to them because they haven't vested, you're not vested in that. You know, do dynamics matter? Does time length matter? Was it was just respect? Do you
I
break up
think
with
it
them?
matters.
I think it matters too. I think it
I
matters
think
too.
it matters. I mean, I have some personal stories of my own, and we touched on a few of our own personal stories, but I want to get into that because I think it's disrespectful.
Mhm.
I think it brings uh, unnecessary drama. I think it gives mixed signals as well.
Like if you've been
I do, but
if you grew up, like let's say like if you grew up as children, and you grew, went to school together, grew up in the church, whatever, you happen to be dating or get married and you've been together 15, 20 years, that's hard. That's something different because at that point you're actually family. You've been with somebody 10, 15 years, you family,
pretty
but if
much,
you
yeah.
only but if you met this person off of Tinder and you've been dating, a couple of years or whatever the case is, then they're dispensable.
Okay, so he's a free guy. He's free. He's on the market.
He's a free guy who is no longer with this op lady, who's no longer with this op lady, right? So the op lady says to his family, outside of him, to his family, hey, come with me. You're all invited.
She got a root on them motherfuckers. Every
But
last one on.
they're replaceable.
Right.
And
Right.
you've never spent the Thanksgiving with them, you've never spent the Christmas, you might have had a birthday together or whatever.
I think it comes down to choosing your loyalty.
Exactly. You haven't had time to even invest loyalty in certain situations. Now if you've done life
Right.
together, but if you've just been dating a couple years, married a couple years, and then there's especially if there's backstory behind it, like like say for instance, like if I only knew you for a couple of years and you were dating someone, and you all broke up, then I'm not vested. I don't have any loyalty to him.
Right.
I don't have any loyalty
Right.
to him. However, if but then if he tries to gain loyalty by throwing money around, by buying your loyalty. Buying your loyalty. Even though you and he aren't together. And so he works for Nike, so he sends me shoes because I'm your sister. I'm sending the shoes back. Because I'm invested to you and your loyalty. I'm sending the shoes back. Right? But there are people out there who taking the shoes, they wearing the shoes, they getting shoes for their kids, they getting shoes for the next door neighbor.
Yeah,
and not vested in anything.
Yeah.
Or at least on the slide, I'll get you a pair. Cause we wear the same size shoes. I'll get you a pair.
I'll get you a pair because that's where the loyalty is. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you a pair too.
I don't know. It creeps me out. And I get what you're saying when you broke it down with the perspective from being married.
Or even not being married, just being together for
just
for
dating, that's this is what I'm thinking more along the lines of like dating.
Yeah,
your family shouldn't be trying to chill,
no,
with your ex.
And they ain't even get no shoes.
Here.
And they ain't even get no shoes. What did anybody get no shoes out of it?
He's still on some shoes.
Because and I say shoes, but the situation that was brought to my attention. These people got whole 7-day cruises. They got a whole 7-day cruise. Kids, grandkids, aunties, sisters, everybody on a 7-day cruise. No other kind of life event. No other kind of life events. Knowing the backstory. Knowing, the reason for the split, and chose.
I'm speechless on that shit.
Chose fun over family.
I ain't got nothing, sis. I ain't got nothing. I don't know what to say about that. They would have had to cut the trip to get us back where the hell they got us from.
The whole mission of of accepting the cruise would have been to leave them in the middle of the ocean, right? That would have been our goal. They had fun. They had big fun in Baltimore. Big fun in Baltimore.
I'm thinking there's money involved. I'm thinking that there's sex still involved, and or talks of rekindling. It's got to be something because like it's got to be the money. It's got to be something. While nothing is being said, and somebody try to act like they the bigger person.
No, so if stuff was said after the boat came back, stuff was said. Well, after it came out. However, did nobody say nothing while they was getting ready to. No, nobody told that they were getting ready to go on this cruise until after they came back.
And this is why. And I'm not getting off. I'm just sidebarring right now. But this is why we as women have to do better.
But she did it
to pull rank, to show her power.
To still.
Yeah.
Still.
That's big energy.
Still.
I say to that, find you a new family.
Right.
Find you a new family.
Right.
And let her have them.
Right.
Are you a sports fan? Do you like customized merchandise? Are you a boss that loves marketing your brand? Well, customize your fashions with Sweet Feet Tees today and look your best wherever you go, or represent your brand at your next event. Just submit your request at Sweet Feet Tees and let them do the work for you. It's Sweet Feet Tees. Contact at SweetFeet75 on Instagram today and order your tee by Sweet Feet.
What's happening, TT?
Sometimes I feel like I'm suffocating when I got these chains on. Sometimes I feel like I'm suffocating when I got these chains on. Sometimes I feel like you can leave, you ain't got no ring on. I told my partner we gon' make it, nigga, hang on. Know it's my time, so I'm gon' take it, this a pain song. suffocating when I got these chains on. Sometimes I feel like you can leave, you ain't got no ring on. I told my partner we gon' make it, nigga, hang on. No, it's my time, so I'm gon' take it, this a pain song. I keep my gun everywhere I go, cause I'm too young to die. Think I'm fucked up by that little bitch because her pussy.
People are going to continue to keep their perception, and that's one thing. But everybody has an asshole. Everybody has perception. Shit, everybody got a neighbor, whether it's the innie or outie. What we need is adulting. We need classes on being adults. Because there's a lot of child's play when it comes down to accountability and respect. Respect of a person, respect of a person's space, personal space. We've been talking a lot, but now we're just trying to unpack all of this on StreamYard. And I wish I could get it all out in one setting.
Right.
That's kind of impossible.
And, I think sometimes that is people's intention. Sometimes people want to see you break. They want to see if you can break. So a lot of times people fuck with you just to be fucking with you. Because they ain't got shit else to do. So it's like I've seen it, not necessarily, well, my job. I think I've seen it maybe in my job a few years ago, not recently, but probably. But I've seen it with a coworker where she just snapped. She snapped and said what she had to say, and she took her stuff and she left and she never came back. And they thought she was playing. After all of that, because after she snapped, after all of that, they realized that she was right. Then all of a sudden we got solutions, but she meant what she said, and she didn't come back. She retired on their ass.
Damn.
And they had to figure that. They had to figure it out. But sometimes people just don't believe. They just don't believe. Like they didn't believe that she would leave. They didn't believe that she, they just didn't believe, and she showed their ass.
This is why I wanted, like back in 2016, this is why I wanted us to go as hard as we went when we first started out. I just think now, looking back, because hindsight's always 2020, I think we were ahead of our time. I think we were moving so fast that a lot of people missed it. We get a chance to shine light on all these things, invite people out. We actually have heels on the ground. Yeah.
And I interact with them, and don't fool me. You don't fool me, because it's not going down. They'll come to my house and sit in the same spot for 4 hours and won't move.
Because they don't know how to play with you. You crazy in real life.
4 hours and not move. I have to make sure they ain't sick. You sick? You feel you hurt? Or do you hurt? Do you feel anything? I want to make sure that you came here.
And that right there alone lets you know that the morale is there. It's just not being. It's not being motivated. It's not being ignited.
They want the motivation.
Huh?
And they want the motivation.
They desire it.
As children, you have the innate desire to be led, to be taught.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because we wanted our kids to have something, to have the things that we didn't have, or
Right.
not have to go through the challenges that we had. But the challenges is what made us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The lessons are what made us.
That's true.
You know, the after school detentions is what made us do our homework. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the chores and the not even the time out, because I ain't coming no time out. I came in, ass whip and take ass to bed. Wasn't no time out. You know, it wasn't no go and sit and think about what the fuck you did. It was
Well,
think
no
about
reasoning. There was no reasoning at all.
it was think about how you gonna get your wept up ass in that tub and take your ass, take a bath and go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you had to figure out how to do without it burning. You had to figure out how to get in the tub without your ass burning. You know,
Amen.
and sleep comfortably and do it all over
Amen.
again the next day. We created monsters. We created a generation of entitled beings, and we've created these beings that have no clue. They have no clue. They have no
Yeah, they have no clue, but they think they know it all.
right.
You can't tell them nothing.
They weren't ever taught how to listen. They weren't taught how to listen. They don't know how to listen.
Yeah, because of technology. They don't have to listen with technology.
Right. So everything they come up with is law because they never had to listen
In the first place.
to direction regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I got friends right now who got kids and I can see it right now. They may be 4 and 5 years old, but I can see it. I can see them already, 15, 16, just I can see it already. I can see it. And their parenting skill is, I don't have time. I'm tired. I just let them do whatever they want to do. And these little beings run their household. Literally run their household. Like they function around the actions of these little beings. So their frustration is having to figure this life out at 4, 5, 6 years old, knowing that they're not supposed to be trying to figure this life out at 4, 5, 6 years old. That's where the frustration comes in. So I'm gonna give you hell because you making me go through. You're making hell for me.
Right.
You know? I can see it. I can see it. I got a couple of friends right now. I can see it. Like the one I've one with the little girl, you know, and because you know the kids they take on the personas of the parent, you know, the parents because they're around them all the time. So they're literally mini me's, but it's not cute. You know, it's cute for social media, but it shit ain't cute for real. It ain't cute. It ain't cute. It was like, well, I just let him do what she want to do. I just let him do what he want to do. Okay.
It's damaging. It's damaging to the generation that is yet to come through them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because having conversations with my little ones, they actually have questions about family members who were not even here when I was born. So we have sit downs and talk about where we come from, the extension of that, where we pull our characteristics from. You know, like we have deep conversations. However, they're still children. So I get what you're saying. Like when they're not in your personal space, these children act just alike.
Right.
But the ones that have try so hard to be like the ones that have not. And it shows like makeup. It shows like you can see the blemishes everywhere. And these are the kids that get sucked up in doing or like breaking laws. You see what I'm saying? Trying that shit on their parents and fucking around and finding out.
Right.
This ain't what you want, you know?
Right.
Opposed to the ones that have not, they can come in whenever they feel like it. They leave the house for school if they feel like it. You know, they cooking when they want, they bringing whoever they want by. You know, all type of stuff like that. They smoking with their parents, they drinking with their parents. It's just all disgusting. And then you put them all in a building called school. And these children are mixing and mingling and integrating with each other, and they're turning each other out. That is what's happening. Okay, amongst all of that, you have social media. You know, these parents are not forcing their children to take a break, because you have to literally pull that child away from social media.
No, just turn the internet off.
Girl, I pause mine here at the house. However, the other parents, they ain't worried about that, because the social media keeping them out of their hair. First of all, it's keeping them out of their way. Right. So they don't even have to do parenting.
Right.
You know? Right. And it's sad. It's just fucking sad. And because we can talk all day, but where are the resolutions? How are we gonna fix this? I don't want to keep talking about problems. I want to get to the solution.
Hey, let's go. Freedom. Freedom.
Of course, the Tia Mowry and the Corey Hardwick separation. And
I heard about that.
Yeah, and this old neighbor from back in the day thought she was spilling some tea or whatever, and it wasn't no tea, but she was like 14 and Corey was like 18, 19. They lived like 2 blocks away, and she was trying to give
Kiki.
Yeah. And then she did
this. Kiki ain't studying that man.
No, not that. But she gave an interview to Storm Monroe about, supposedly dropping some tea or whatever the case was. And then this other YouTuber came behind him and hit her up and was like, bring it over here. It's like Storm's supposed to drop it on a Friday. He came in like that Thursday, was like, hey, bring it over here. And so she went on his platform and gave the information that was going to come out on the Storm platform. And then it wasn't then it wasn't nothing. Like it wasn't even nothing. So Storm, he had to.
But everybody showed up because they wanted to hear about this shit.
Right, but that was the thing. Everybody was going to show up to Storm's show on Friday because initially he posted that he was going to do this show. Corey came into his DM, was like lawsuit. So Storm had his attorney look over the content to make sure there wasn't anything that was lawful. His attorney said no, it's cool, do whatever you want to do with it. But he didn't want anything to actually get out, so he put it behind a paywall. So it was going to come out on Patreon. So he just sold access to it behind the paywall. And Wiley TV, Wiley came and hit the lady up, or no, one of her followers hit Wiley up and was like, I know the lady who was his neighbor, she'll do an interview with you. So like 2 o'clock in the morning, they go live, and she giving out this information, and it wasn't even shit. And so then the next day, Friday morning, everybody waking up and was like, Wiley stole the interview. You stole the interview. And so it was up for debate whether or not Storm was still going to drop it, but he didn't drop it. He gave refunds back to everybody who bought the ticket. But I still think his interview would have been better because Wiley didn't have any personality for real, and the way Storm's platform is set up, like he fact checked everything, so he'd have actual facts going in within the show, to correlate to whatever she was saying. And even she said her energy was different than with him, and a little bit more content or whatever. But they shut that thing down because Corey was like,
But
y'all see
Storm
y'all
Monroe is more like a veteran, right? Like Storm is a vet out here in these streets, and
at
it
this point.
sounds like the other person is more looked at like a little fish or whatnot.
But
But I think along with that, like both stories should have aired and could
I,
have aired
I
if
thought so. I think so too.
huh?
I thought so as well. Just for his presentation, but the information that she was given was like it's coming from the remembrance of a 14-year-old because she was 14 in the neighborhood when Corey was living in. So at 14, were you really did you really see what you saw or did you really hear what you heard or like was it
She
really
just saw a
that?
cute guy. She saw a cute guy, like we all
That's
do.
the thing.
Like all of us have a story of when we were 14.
Yeah, but she
You
was
know what
saying
I'm saying? Something significant happened to us all when we were 14, 13. You know what I'm saying? All that, like when you first met your first boy crush, or you had a crush on your sixth grade teacher, your ninth grade teacher, whatever the fuck. Yeah, all of us have a story, but that is not concrete enough. Like them damn girls were always weird to me. Even from sister, they were weird to me. Like I used to always look at that shit like this, and the way they used to treat the boy Marcus from Immature and shit. Like I never really liked them girls. The only reason I watched it was because of Jack A. I love Jack A's character and how she was with the father, and all of that or whatever. But I never really liked Tia and Tamara.
I was older by the time they came out, so I didn't that wasn't my thing. But
It wasn't given like anything but like two female Steve Urkels.
not Stefan,
Yep.
not Stefani. Stefan.
Yeah. They were just twins. I was like, girl, this show again says stop that, girl, get this shit off the TV, please. You have the runners.
Yeah, the liberal. Yeah, the liberal.
Okay, so you have Stacy here in Georgia. You have Kemp here in Georgia. And then you have the liberal. The liberal is going to be the reason why I think Stacy won't win. And I'm saying that because Kemp sent all that doggone bribery money out, $350, and a lot of children. I mean, yeah, a lot of people got a lot of children down here, so they really didn't get $350. A lot of people got $2,150. Okay, so that's bribe money. He trying to buy y'all vote. And if y'all don't get this man out of office, he already done closed down Baby Grady. Baby Grady closing their doors November 1st. If you don't know where Baby Grady is, that is Atlanta Medical Center. It sits right there in Boulevard, right there in the projects, in the heart of the city, where we need the trauma center. Okay? Get this man out. Okay, I know y'all upset because y'all want to carry y'all guns and stuff, but a lot of you stupid motherfuckers ain't got no business walking around with no damn firearm, because it's not the firearm that kills people. It's the people with the firearm that kill people. And if you are not ready to hold and utilize a firearm, you should not have one. I think a lot of you people should be tested to do whatever it is the fuck you're doing. From having babies to dating to carrying a firearm, buying groceries, all of that. You need a class because your brain you got half a brain. But with the election, I get passionate when I'm talking about the election because we do count, y'all. At one point, I used to be like, man, screw it. I'm not going to vote. My vote don't matter. Like, what are they doing for me? Blah, blah, blah. They are voting for you. They are happy your black ass ain't showing up so that they can vote for you, so that they can decide how you're going to live and how your children are going to go to school. And all these things are going to be passed down the pipe hole, and we're going to end up with shit. Okay, so make sure you guys get out. Go on the StaceyAbrams.com/vote app. I think it is, and if it's not, don't quote me. Just try to type in Stacey name, nigga, and get out there and get the information that you need. Find your voting location. Find the site you're supposed to be at. If you want to vote early, you can find that site all on that app. You can make a donation. You can help our girl win this race because she needs her damn due process. Y'all did her wrong last time because she told the truth to you niggas and y'all didn't want to let y'all firearms go. Now you see what Brian can do. We don't want him in there. We don't want him in there. Okay? Now with this Herschel Walker and this damn
let's talk about this debate. Did you watch the debate? I plugged in from Jacksonville, Florida, because I wanted to see this debate. I streamed this debate because I wanted to see it. And as I was mopping my floor and cleaning my kitchen, because I had Georgia Company coming in, Herschel Walker said he was a police officer. And he pulled out that damn Barney Fife badge on them good people stage in Savannah, Georgia. If I could have got in my car and drove 2 hours, that live. That man pulled out a badge, and the commentator was like, "Mr. Walker, we told you, we had a conversation about this already. We already told you about these props. We told you about these props." This man brought props. This man said he was a cop and he had a badge.
Hell, he said he was BI and all type of other stuff too.
CTE is real, y'all. CTE is real. CTE is real. He said, "Trump is my friend. Trump is my friend." Yes, I vote for Trump.
Want to talk about the people in Puerto Rico.
No, let's talk about my governor. Let's talk about Florida's governor. Let's talk about South Florida's governor because we ain't studying him up in North Florida. Death Santis. We call him Death Santis. Death Santis during the that time where they had those migrants, they were trying to cross over to Texas, and they scattered the migrants out. They brought some migrants in here into Jacksonville. They snuck them in the airport, and he catered them and sent them to Martha's Vineyard. Had a jet and sent them to Martha's Vineyard. Dropped them off, took a picture, and left them in Martha's Vineyard. Now, because they've been there so long, they didn't know where they were going. They didn't know why they were there because they had one of their own persuade them to get on the boat. Come on with me. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to have a grand time in Baltimore. We're going to have a grand time in Baltimore.
I'm trying to get in the camera. Please stop.
No, they don't send them people to Martha's Vineyard, which is a beautiful place. It's beautiful. I'm kind of jealous that the migrants got to go there before I did. It's a beautiful place. Now they're there, and legally he kidnapped them people. Because they didn't know where they were going and nobody told them where they were going. So now they can apply for a visa to stay in the country when he thought that he was getting rid of them. Fooled you. Fooled you. So the very act you thought you were trying to beat somebody.
So basically, he is the male version of Candace Staten, and he's a victim of the very song. He's a victim of the very circumstance.
The weird circumstance. First of all, it wasn't supposed. First of all, it wasn't supposed to get out that they had brought them people here, but somebody told it. So then they pushed that under the rug. Then when they said when it came out that they dropped them off in Martha's Vineyard using our taxpayers' money on the jet to take them there, they tried to sweep that under the rug. But now, them people have found somebody that speak English, that speak 2 languages, and talk to them, and now they understand. Them people about to get their visa because they got a translator. It only takes one. It only takes one. That's all you need. All you need is one person to fill out the paperwork for you. They finna get their visa and they about to get an EIN and they about to start businesses and all type of shit. Nice in Martha's Vineyard with all that stuff. When you were trying to give them the shit end of the stick.
Them people finna be out there cleaning the hell out of people's homes. The cars.
I was already.
Yeah.
I feel as though this is modern day slavery. I feel as though because that's how slavery started. It was only one that told us to come on. Well, come on, and we followed.
Right.
Our ancestors followed, trusting.
I'm glad you called it what it is, because these motherfuckers want to call it indentured servitude.
They trapped us. And then we got to where we were going, and some kind white lady said, "I'm gonna teach you how to read. I'm gonna help you out." And that's what they didn't happen. They didn't find a nice white lady that didn't taught them how to read.
But the nice white lady said that to one of the dumb niggas, and he followed, and the other tribe came looking for his black ass and got kidnapped. So there ain't no white lady. See, first of all, we didn't even know they existed. We didn't know nothing about them at all. Oh, I think Fee is back. Let me see.
Hi, I'm back.
You okay? Welcome back, girl.
Thank you. I'm back.
I don't know what happened, but I was trying to,
Yeah, my computer died.
I was just trying to put a little plug in there for you and let the people know about the only red flag about me is that I'm too good to be true shirt.
Yes, ma'am. You gotta turn around. You gotta show on the back.
Shirts, y'all just hit Fee up at what?
Sweet Teas by Feet on Facebook. Sweet Teas by Feet on Facebook.
All right, and
turn around, show the back. You gotta show your back.
Yeah, I showed them the 42.
Oh, okay. Wah.
And then we got because I turned 42, honey. I was like, blue 42. But we got Coco Doll is doing her glam bar where she does nails, and her daughter is doing lashes and hair, and it's just so much beautiful things going on. I think Passion is coming back with the baked goods. I think she's coming back with that this year. And then we have Stormy who's doing the sexology thing, and I myself, Genesis, who is doing a plethora of things just like Coco, and Brooke, you got the book too.
Yes, books by Brooke. If you're in the Florida area, I am a public notary and signing agent. So if you need a notary, hit me up with that. I claims adjuster. If you need property adjuster, I'm there for you. Just hit me up. I got a whole lot of stuff going on. I heard somebody say the other day, hustles take the stairs. So I'm climbing the stairway to heaven.
And only book heaven, baby, because I be tired as hell. I just can't close my eyes. I be struggling. I be struggling to close my eyes because I be having these ideas, and I think about all the things that the women need. A lot of things that women our age don't even know how to do certain things when it comes to hygiene and just making themselves smell good from the inside out. And I want to be able to assist you girls and you ladies and you women with all of those things. Not just that like if you have like toe fungus, any type of ailments that you're struggling with, like hit me up, honey. I am certified, holistic, organic, medicine preparer. Okay, and I only deal with raw medicines. I deal with herbs and things like that. There's nothing big pharma related. I promise you.
How about that?
Okay. Whatever, string y'all. We enjoyed y'all.
Last words. Protect your spirit, protect your soul, stay humble. Watch both ways when you cross the street. Especially in these YouTube in these social media streets.
You okay?
Peace, love, and light. Just peace, love, and light.
You wanna look at Well, I'm in the darkness now, and there's light even in the darkness. Y'all see that? So when somebody tells you that there's no light in the darkness, you tell them that they are a lie. The devil is a lie. There's always light even in the darkness. You guys take care of yourselves. We love y'all. When this airs, y'all share it one time for the frequency, and also check out Brooke's page, all of the pages that she showed you, what she told you all about, and be on the lookout for more of Dog Nation Presents, y'all. I'm out of here. It's Genesis Malkia.
It's Prototype. It's Brooke. Peace out.
Peace.
With the ops.
Prototype, this your first time?
I'm a virgin.
Okay. So welcome to the both of us. Because I was fighting my sisters.
That's funny. That's funny.
I had them in the headlock, baby. I was tearing heads off of dogs and all that, breaking their arms. Oh, baby, I was a beast.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
With the ops. They ate pizza, they drank from the bar, they ate pizza, they went swimming, they went on excursions.
I would play mind games with my sister and make her think that the aliens had taken me. You know? Yes, girl, down to Nibiru. They had took me to Nibiru. And I was like, she was like, please give my sister back. Girl, we're gonna have to talk about that.
In the dark crystal.
Yeah, nigga, whatever. Yeah, bitch, whatever.
This is Dog Nation Presents Brunch with the Goddess.
I never let my niggas down. Nah, I never put them choppers down. Hit your bitch when I come in town. She ain't never let a nigga down. She never push, clever, listen, ready. Ain't no telling. Blog put a nigga business out. Knock him down, now switch him out. I got ops I don't know about. Stand on business, we don't talk about it. C, T, killer, T, King, P, I, we do real numbers, real shelf, Benny hunters. I take a nigga under. Watch 300, these the new Yeezy before they drop, yeah. Call them thunders. Jay said I got the thumbers. Pray to God for the runners. Whole pandemic, all I seen was snow. It's like I missed the summer. Put it on my mama. Yo, got it here, Hall of Fame of drug dealers. Yo, got it here, running around real killers. Hush guy, he ain't fighting no fuck niggas. Big step with a stone on you little niggas. Niggas say they slime, nobody dying though. Oh, yeah, they working the floor, but what would they lying for? Yeah, go dollar for dollar, shotter for shotter. We can go thotty for thotty. On scholarship guidance, you gave a bitch a Birkin, I just gave her some knowledge. Don't over you about no competition, give it to you, baby. Shot a little crazy, highly famous. CJ leg, y'all see bitch wiggle. Hey, y'all fake on forward imitator. Big man now, nigga back in the matter. Moving on up now, I hit a little sadder. All eyes on me, pull up my homie. Can't up when a friend putting no stain. Cocaine music, don't get a few big we are the tell me y'all best they lose. I know it's you, but fuck around shoot, just moving on hate these sick ain't crucial. I am the future, rich and neutral. I got Nick, but your face still miss you. On my phone, baby, call. I'm the top of the team, first name. I'm knocking armor outside the field. That nigga sick, young nigga ill. All of my niggas, you name it. Just bought into DC, you name it. I gave him the pack and he tanked it. 25 pints and he drank it. Just showed her my count and she fainted. Showed him the plug and he thanked me. Hey, got it, you low, you jank me. Little bitch just post me brainless. Rolls Royce stainless. Made my neighborhood famous. Ridge Crystal tourists. Hey, why your jury blurry? All my jury flawless. All my niggas flawless. None of my niggas sanctified, but they be throwing crosses. All my porches all set. All my diamonds fed reset. Got my little series, I stamped that. My bitch like the same sex, yeah. I see the same niggas doing the same shit every day. Different nigga, yeah, I had to go and make a way. Any day, it's another $1 million play. It's like 70 mil now, another 100 on the way.